Hey, this is Christy. I realize I haven't really done any kind of thing to kind of tell my story a little bit, and I have a couple of videos that I made whenever I started this Tech Federa, and I just figured it'd be cool to kind of document how I figured out this whole MS thing, sciences. So it goes back like maybe I think 6 years. I had this weird episode where I can't describe a weird sensation through my legs and in my head when I would stand up, and I would have to hold on to something for a minute before I could walk. And it felt really weird, and there was no describing, like I couldn't really describe it because I can't really describe it now. But I ended up going to the ER. They told me I had a UTI, and I had anxiety, of course. Always anxiety, always anxiety. So a few years pass. One second. Sorry. A few years pass, and then I'm trying to think chronologically. I guess just to sum it up, I had a few different instances pretty much over the last year, where one, I had this really bad tingling in my feet and up my legs, and it lasted for maybe a month or two. I went to a foot doctor. By the time I had the appointment with the foot doctor, it went away. So they didn't do anything because there was no symptoms. Then another time, I had tingling in my hands that went up my arms and like through here, and that was really weird. Thought I had carpal tunnel, had a nerve test, everything was fine, I was happy. That was just a few months back, and I had a referral to a neurologist, and I didn't go because it went away. I didn't know what MS was. I didn't know that could be anything to do with it. But the craziest part is June of this year, June 2016, and really before that, I was having really bad anxiety, more than usual. I've been on Paxil for like 14 years, and I just knew it was probably time to change. So started raising it, thought I was having a bad reaction. It could have triggered it. It could have been just the bad stress I was going through, and that just the anxiety in general. But my face from like here up, and then it started creeping over, just went half numb. Not really tingly, just numb, and through my lips and my gums and my half of my tongue, like 3/4 of my tongue, just went numb. I couldn't taste food. There's a teeny bit I could taste food over here on the left side of my tongue, but like it was just very bizarre. I thought I was just having a bad reaction to Paxil. And so I followed up with my doctor, and she was like, "Oh, I want you to have an MRI." I was like, "Weird, okay, just make sure that nothing's wrong." So the day I have the MRI, I get a call, and they're like, "Oh, you have 5 lesions," and well, they didn't tell me that yet. The the doctor called me, and I knew something was wrong when she called. So I was worried, and her knowing how anxious I am, she calls back and lets me know that they had found 5 lesions, and it looks like MS, and I freak out. And so we'll save the freak out for another story. So then I get to the neurologist. He has me have another MRI of my spine. They find a lesion on my spine too, my cervical spine. He verifies, for sure, yes, you have MS. It's RRMS. And then, so that's pretty much how I got diagnosed. It's most of the feelings back in my face, but there is a spot on my tongue that's just kind of dead. Like I can't taste, I can feel it, but it's like there's a deadness in it, and on the roof of my mouth too. It's really weird. I had a lot of just the tiredness, and if I walk a lot, my feet tingle. the heat is really terrible, especially here on the freaking Gulf Coast, Mississippi. It sucks. But besides getting through that, just the going through the terrible anxiety with this MS has been probably the hardest time of my life. And I feel like I'm just trying to put myself back together, and I don't even know where to start. Like, it's even a big deal. Like, I'm a hairdresser, and I just flat ironed my hair for the first time in like 3 months. It's like, oh wow. I'm just not myself. And maybe hopefully these videos will help me or somebody else. I'm making it on my iPhone. Hopefully I have enough memory because it's been like 5 minutes. So that's my long rambly story. And there's a lot more details in there, but that's kind of the summarized version. So I also have just the worst wobbly balance now. Like, my balance has always been crappy, and dizziness sucks and happens to me, and it makes me so anxious. But I'll just walk and I'll be fine, and then I just wobble, and just a lot of worry. But maybe I can make another video of positive thoughts and things to say and think, because I'm working on that too. Lots of that, lots of combating happy thoughts and sad thoughts, and lots of praying and lots of spirituality that I've, had in my past that I've kind of revisited, because it's what's helping me through my, I have an amazing family and husband and 5 kitty cats and a lot of support. So that's really good. There's my story. And I'm sure, maybe I'll do something like this again. Bye.